All right, guys, here we are. We're on, first of all, oh, the engine brake. Okay. So, Tyler here from Curly Wolf. I am actually at a zero demo day, and I am riding this bike that I cannot remember the name of. I think it's the DSR X, sort of an off-road adventure bike. Yeah, DSR X. All right, we're riding electric bikes here. I'm on the DSR-X. I don't really know. It's very strange to sit on this bike and have it not make any noise. We're in eco mode right now, so the power band is not super hard, but as soon as you let off the throttle, I'm getting a lot of regen braking, which is good though, because you get a little bit of that battery left. A little bit of that battery back. So when I first started looking at motorcycles, I was looking at these Zeros, or just electric bikes in general. And I didn't do it because of the price, and I don't really have a place to charge it. But I do think that electric bikes are the future. It feels super smooth. Oh gosh. Look, I mean, I don't even have to like put on the brakes at all. It's very strange. Becky, your turn signal's still on. Yep. Yeah. Oh, mine's still on. I was a little worried that it was going to be like too much power all at once. But honestly, it's a nice, slow roll on. I mean, I barely have to use the brake because of the regen. So what I'm riding right now is actually like the top of the line bike from Zero. I'm not sure of the price. I will put all the stats of this bike on screen. But I know it's very expensive. And the problem I see with having an adventure bike that is electric is you kind of want to take an adventure bike off-road every now and then. I mean, it's so easy to do no foot stops. It's crazy. Okay, so you kind of want to take an adventure bike off-road every once in a while. And if you're out in the middle of nowhere on a regular adventure bike, you can strap some gas canisters to it, and you're good to go. An electric bike, if you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, you don't really have a way that you could recharge it, you know? I'm not sure what the range on it says right now. It's 139, and if you're just doing back roads like this and you're not doing crazy freeway speeds or anything, I think you'll probably get about that. You don't want to run an electric bike down to zero. Because it takes so much longer to charge, it's not good for the battery, that kind of stuff. I mean, look how fast I'm slowing down. I'm slowing down so fast that my back tire is kind of going out from under me. Oh, yeah, the range. So if you take it down to zero, if you take it down to 0% battery, it's going to take forever to recharge on a level 1 charger. So you don't really want to do that. I mean, the lowest I think you want to take a bike like this is 30, and a level 2 charger will take, you know, an hour to get you back up to 78 or 80. So what these bikes are really best for, I think, is commuting. So if you're going to work and back, if you have somewhere you can plug it in at work, you could get a lot further, obviously. But if you don't, then you can take it to work and back. If you work, say, 25 miles away, charge it overnight, there you go, you're good. I will say that I've heard people say that that's not the 130 whatever is not enough range. But if you're on a regular motorcycle, after 120, 130 miles, your butt's going to be so sore afterwards that you're going to need to stop, take a little break. Sure, your break will be a lot longer on a bike like this than it would be on a ice bike. But you know what? There's a such thing as fatigue, so maybe it's not too bad to take a little bit of a longer break. I don't think you're getting an electric bike for cross-country road trips, is kind of my point. Although this bike is very comfortable, very large. I mean, it picks right up, it feels good. It's very smooth. I've heard people say that the Zeros feel a little clinical, which I guess, but like, what does that even mean? I mean, like, yeah, you want a bike that feels smooth. I guess a lot of Harley riders like that vibrating potato engine, you know? And the Harley riders are not the guys that are going to be buying something like this. I think the people that like the big BMW adventure bikes, people that like, I don't know, like a Ducati sports bike maybe, will like one of the more sporty models that Zero has. But I think this bike really, its competitor is like a big BMW adventure bike probably. It feels really nice flicking it into the corners. I will say the regen is stronger. Stand up a little bit. Whoa! Is stronger than engine braking. So that is taking some getting used to. Every time I let off, I go forward a little bit. And it's jostling me a little bit. It doesn't seem like the turn signals are self-canceling. We'll see at this stop sign. All right, we're gonna change modes here. All right, I think I'm gonna go to Canyon. I'm gonna try Canyon. Steamy. My visor got steamy. Okay. Canyon's got a little bit more pickup. Whoa! All right. you twist it a little too much, and it really takes off. Here, we're gonna let them get a little further away, and then we're gonna... Okay, the regen now on Canyon mode is way more similar to engine braking. Obviously there's no downshifting. I will say I like that the brakes are in the same spots as like a regular motorcycle, because I don't have to, I mean, this hand just has nothing to do. I don't know what to do with it. I thought this bike was going to be really big. It's way heavier than my Himalayan that I have, but it definitely doesn't feel it. Here, let's turn this. How do I turn this up? Look at this, I can get the wind off of me a little bit. Oy, car pulled out in front of us. All right, get the wind. I'm a little tall, so these windshields don't really do very much for me. Yeah, this feels the engine braking on Canyon is way better than on Eco. Although if you're riding a bike like this, you kind of want more engine braking or more regen braking so that you can go a little bit further. I will say, sitting at a stoplight with no heat and no sound is pretty nice. Okay, it does not have self-canceling. Fully adjustable rear monoshock, fully adjustable forks. Not sure what brand they are. Brakes, I honestly have not been using the field brakes that much. I've just been relying on the regen. So overall, I think these bikes are really cool. They feel really nice to ride. I think riding a bike like this in the like twisty roads where I'm from in Kentucky would feel really nice. It'd be so cool to be just riding through the forest and just have like no sound except just the bike. You know, the people that say they're clinical, you know, I think maybe some people, if this is you, leave a comment about how mad you are about what I'm about to say. I think maybe you're stuck in the past a little bit, because man, now that I'm like getting going, it is fun. You can feel the bumps in the road way more than you can on a regular bike, because you got no engine. You got no engine, and you got no vibrations. And honestly, I kind of like it. Now, they are very expensive. This is the top of the line. I think it's something like 23. I don't know. I'll put the exact price. The guy in front of me is riding the cheaper one, the FXE, which is sort of like a supermoto or a dual sport with street tires. I think that one's like 13, but you can usually get Zero's usually doing incentives on these bikes, where you can get like up to $3 grand off or something. Yeah, I think if you're at all interested in a bike that feels super smooth, super quiet, like look at this, I'm not even touching the brakes. Not even touching the brakes. Going through some twisties. I'm glad I put it on canyon mode. I think this is the perfect mode for this. You get a little bit of pickup between the twisties, but it's got a nice regen for when you're coming around a curve. Kind of wanted to stay, I don't know if this one has a sport mode, but I kind of wanted to stay away from sport mode because it's been raining all day. We've been standing around for like 3 hours, but this canyon mode, I think canyon mode so far is my favorite. This is awesome. I do really like this bike. All right, here we go. It really, I mean, it picks up. I'm not sure what the like CC equivalent is. That's a little hard. It's a little hard to say. Because it's not like a one-to-one comparison between an electric motor and I think it's something like 70 horsepower or something. I don't know. I'll look it up. I'll put it in the video, like I said. All right, let's just watch me ride for a bit here. I'm gonna let them get like way ahead. We'll see this pickup. And I mean, that's not even in sport mode. It can get dangerous if you're a new rider, I think, because you can just twist it and rip it. Just go. But then again, it also is super easy, no clutch. Everybody kept getting on and going like this, just flapping their little hands around. I will say for a bike this expensive, it should have self-canceling turn signals. I think this lady's asking if these are electric. I think that these bikes, I think electric bikes are great bikes Like they can be great beginner bikes, they can be great advanced bikes. Issues I can see is if you like to tinker, there's not really much you can do on this. You can maybe replace turn signals and some headlights and stuff. There's not much to do. I don't know what's going on with Zero in their Cypher store. Last I heard, they were getting rid of a bunch of it. But I don't know. Yeah, if you like to tinker, I think maybe it's not great. Can't stall these bikes. That's very nice. Man, I can just flick it. Look at this. We're just going, man. It's crazy. Ooh, when you go over a bump, it sounds a little like it's gonna fall apart, but I think that's just because you can hear everything. Which, I mean, I don't know if that's a pro or a con. But anyway, I think they're great bikes. I think they're great beginner bikes. Great for maybe you have less use of your left hand or something. I don't know. I think they're great bikes, and I think this is the future of biking. I think what needs to change is charging infrastructure and education. I think a lot of people don't understand how electric vehicles work, and I think that's an issue, but I think that's something that will change as we go. Yeah, maybe I'll add more to this. I was kind of just rambling, but if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Please like and subscribe to this video. Hopefully we'll get some more first impressions on this channel. Yeah, thanks guys. This is the Zero DSR X or something. Have a great day, guys.
So, kill switch on, you push the mode button.
Parking mode.
Options. Parking mode. Flip it back to, and now it's in reverse. You hit the speed button, and you can actually like slow-mo.
Oh.
And you push the button again, and then push the button again.
Oh, you playing with reverse?
I didn't even know it had reverse.
Forward and reverse.
I didn't hear you come in. I was going to show you guys.